Harvard getting to celebrate Senior Day today, but a week ago it was Princeton doing the same against Dartmouth. They got the win, but the highlight of the day, Olivia Koch, a senior for the Tigers, scored her first career goal. A huge moment for her, and overall just a giant morale boost for the team. We saw a moment ago Grace Takis, another senior, get on the board for the Tigers to pull it back to a 2-goal game. The upperclassmen from top to bottom on this Princeton squad have such an impact on the whole team. Jen Cook said it was just an awesome moment for everyone last week watching Olivia get to score that goal. They all care so much about each other, and you saw the joy from the reaction to the goal from the bench. Everybody in the stands, the entire program reacting to it, how they contribute and give to each other more than anything else. Talk about giving all the time on this Tigers squad. That was a perfect example of it, and how they're trying to come together even more so today to close out the regular season and heading into the Ivy League tournament.
Talked to Jerry Byrne, Harvard's men's head coach. They have Senior Day coming up a little bit later today as well, and asked him about what it's like to go through Senior Day and you say goodbye to those players that you develop relationships with, not just from an athletic standpoint, but just you're not going to have that player next to you every day in practice anymore. Like, that goes away. Then he said, listen, this is not a Hollywood, like, slow-mo with piano behind it moment. It's one of those things you more or less look back on. But it is moments like that with Olivia Koch. Like, that's a slow-mo piano moment. You don't get them all the time. It's always neat when it works out that way on Senior Day.
So really cool, and congratulations to Olivia Koch getting to have that moment to celebrate with the team, wrapping up the win too, probably the more important thing that Jen Cook wanted against Dartmouth.
Yeah, you never want to lose Senior Day.
So awesome that they were able to mix that in. And now Harvard on Senior Day getting contributions from everybody in their senior class so far, in a tight one. We haven't seen Princeton's offense very much the last few minutes. It's been make it, take it for the Crimson. Finally getting to work. Haven Dora working from X, feeds the middle. But good defense from Annabelle Child, keeping DeVito out of the middle. Blake trying to work from the top, but loses it on the dodge. 50-50 ball, and Harvard's going to come away with it. Good defensive stand for the Crimson. And now Giannakopoulos trying to clear. Has to go through 3 defenders. She'll do it. And flips inside under the restraining line to Charlie Meyer. And the Crimson can settle up on offense. Riley Campbell trying to lull the defense to sleep. Has an opening, they cleared it out for her. What a dodge on the split, and the shooting space for Campbell. It'll be a tough spot, nearly on the edge of the fan. They do give her a little bit better of an angle, but with the left, a free position coming. She'll give it off, and Harvard will reset.
Looked like a much better angle from that camera angle. It looked fairly head on, but Campbell gonna cycle it around and see, still with 40 seconds on the shot clock. Crimson can't get anything better. Maybe draw another opportunity off a foul.
You just get an idea of how dangerous Riley Campbell is off that last split dodge. Kylie Hem trying to do the same thing. Flips to Hodgson, unloads with the left. Sails wide, Batchelder with the backup. Batchelder trying to find a cutter. She'll do it herself, trying to get in the middle, rolls inside, beats a trio of defenders, gets around everyone, and that will be a free position.
With 5 seconds on the shot clock as well, sometimes patience is the virtue, right? Just because you get an opportunity, it doesn't mean it's the best opportunity, and if you have the confidence that you can find that next one, you put yourself in a good place.
So a great dodge from Batchelder, just motoring through a couple defenders. Gives it off to Campbell. Great move to the left. Feeds back inside, and Batchelder finishes. Their second of the day. The bench erupts. The Crimson extend their lead back to 3.
With 1 on the shot clock, there was no time left. That's a violation waiting to happen, and Harvard finds the open space. And a credit to not panic by Campbell to bring it back out and know that she was going to have that opening instead of shooting it when she was on the doorstep with a little bit of a contested look. Then Princeton is going to bring in that goalie change now, not even waiting till the quarter break with 5:13 to go.
So after an incredible second quarter from Tia Riemann off the bench, less than 60 minutes played so far coming into today, and a big moment gives the Tigers a spark to make the comeback they needed, but Harvard's offense found its rhythm again, so it's back to Amelia Hughes. Devin Wills said the offense for Harvard is based on fluid motion and 7 threats from everybody involved. And Watt being able to operate with under 5 seconds on the shot clock to execute that last one is just what she needed. But Princeton wins the draw, a chance to answer the bell.
We got a long time to go here too, but this is Harvard showing you it can win some games in different ways. And they've been blowing people out recently in their wins, and they've been doing it by allowing, and I kid you not, 2, 3, 4 goals. To be in a game that's a dogfight late and find some different spurts of energy in some different spots, you're gonna have to win games in a different way as the year progresses and you get into a postseason tournament.
Avendora has been a bit quiet since the second quarter, working from that X spot for the Tigers. They're going to get it to her over near goal line extended, and she'll try to go operate from behind again. Gives it off. Trying to work in the inside goes Jamie McDonald. Here's Dora again, feeds inside, somehow fits it through a couple defenders, but the shot sails wide, and Harvard scoops it up. Grace Taylor comes over to retake possession for the Crimson. A great stand by the Harvard defense. Hattie Manser mixing in there. One of those defenders that got a stick in the middle to make it tough on the shot for the Tigers. Now on the clear, Stella Shea, who Coach Will says is the fastest player between the 30s on this Crimson squad. Able to get it in a good spot. Giannakopoulos, as soon as she steps under the restraining line, Devin Wills takes a timeout so they can settle and get an offensive possession after they were a little out of sorts trying to clear it. But again, with the goalie change, the second of the day now. First it was Riemann for Hughes, now Hughes back in for Riemann. And she has been busy this entire season. We talked about it a little bit earlier. Just shy of 9 saves per game this season, tops in the Ivy League.
Just like the game, she goes away and then reappears right on your screen. She is a really good goalie. Obviously, she's been playing lacrosse a long time. She knows what it's like to come in cold. But it is a little bit of a different scenario for her to come in off the bench and respond to the game and throw that dynamic out there, because Hughes has started every single game, not every game she's played, but every single game since she's been at Princeton. So a little bit of a different position for her to be in, coming in mid-game. I don't want to say cold, because again, she's already played today, but hasn't done anything in an hour. So finding your rhythm again. This is not, I'm trying to think of a good analogy. This is not one. It's like a pitcher that has a rain delay and then has to come back in and find their rhythm again. It's just different. Like, it's hard to get warmed up to where you were to go right back into the game and reacclimate to the situation around you.
Well, the second team All-Ivy selection from a year ago, no stranger to having big success, big games just like this. Earlier this season in a ranked matchup against Rutgers, she had an Ivy League best performance, putting up 16 saves in that one. The defense around her will need to help her out too. Jen Cook said that side of the ball has just been a collective effort all season long. They play a team style or support on slides that's been executed really well all season. Struggled a little bit in that first quarter, especially with some of the cuts that Harvard was throwing at them. But they also change how they operate, kind of floating between some zones, some man coverages on the fly, especially with a year under their belt with Cook's program. They've been a little bit more familiar with it. So they found an answer keeping Harvard at bay in that second quarter. Finding their rhythm again is the Crimson. Can the Tigers respond to the defensive side of things?
It's a well-covered cut.
Now going from X with Grace Malahi. 20 seconds left on the shot clock. Back up top to Hodgson. Now it'll be Campbell starting it. Dodges towards the middle, lets it go with the left. That one sails high. Batchelder has the backup, but only 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Now 5. Batchelder inside, trying the quick shot on the feed is Campbell, but that'll be a shot clock reset. Hughes might have gotten a piece on it on the quick shot from Campbell. A break for Harvard, and they'll take it with a fresh 60.
I think it was a reset. I think there was a change of possession is what happened. And then the ball got kicked out and Harvard went and got it.
Well, Harvard trying to move quick on the back side of it, but a great play by the Tigers on defense. Sam Whiting getting her stick up in the passing lane, knocks it free, but the ground ball sails out of bounds, so it's back to Harvard. Callie Hem launches one.
That was awesome. Would have been more awesome if it was on cage, but it looked great.
The Tigers bench was not thrilled with it. They wanted a dangerous propelling call, it looked like, but not awarded. So Harvard retains it. It'll be Callie Hem restarting it from the top, working left to right, gets top side into the middle, and some contact on the backside brings her to the ground. It'll be a free position for Hem.
So,
just a little bit.
This was a great dodge to start. I was actually surprised she didn't shoot earlier on that drive to the cage. Gonna work out okay for her.
She's wasted no time. Every free position she's taken today does the same thing. Launches, but a save by Hughes. And the backup is won by the Tigers.
I just like
hustle play.
She took a step backwards and then walked into a crank.
Dylan Allen was the one who raced over to the sideline to get there. Beat everybody from Harvard. And the Tigers go quick. Will Haven Dora settled? No. Attacks, but now they pull it out. And they'll get their offensive substitutions in. Dora works it up. That's Morris Rowe. Now DeVito. Dora, the quarterback of the offense, along with Grace Takis. Dora's got one-on-one there, and she'll earn the free position. It'll be from a tough spot. Way on the outside, doesn't have much of an angle.
I'd be stunned if she shoots this.
We've seen a couple of near pipe goals today. This one would definitely be surprising if she launches it from there. No, gives it up top. Quick strike on the dodge. Good shot from Bonanno, but sails wide. Back up for the Tigers from McDonald. Here comes Dora. Works it in the middle. And a pair of Crimson defenders, looked like it was Grace Taylor and Annabelle Child, combining on the cross checks, and that'll earn a delayed whistle. So another free position from Dora, but up from the same spot. So we're back to square one, not much room to work with.
Look up top. That was good defense.
This time Dora does try it, but it was Child closing off that lane.
They were trying to do what they did on the last free position, which is basically have the dive coming down from the top of the arc, and then you find it on the pass. And Harvard said, no, thank you.
So Provenzano will work it out with Manser. Now Stella Shea.
That's the quarter.
And working slowly to just get through it. Through 3, Harvard has found their stride again. They had it in the first, Princeton won the second. But with a 3-goal advantage and 15 minutes to go, Harvard looking to control it in the final quarter coming up after this.